interests not according to their hearts, in the sense that well, we want Jewish customers, we don't want to be clamped down on by the Jewish authorities. Let's say we're...
I don't know why Destiny doesn't just go by Stephen on Pierce. Probably because he wants people to find his channel, I'd imagine.
Loyal citizens. You know, I don't know what's in their hearts.
Can I... Two questions. One...
Why aren't there any cherries on this tree? That's a good question.
I don't know. I don't do any gardening at all. So. My cherries...
No, there aren't any. Never had cherries on.
Oh. Yo.
Wait, it's a cherry fruit without cherries?
Yeah.
What?
Why?
Just came off the street.
Seriously? You just didn't bring it from inside. You brought him inside. There's no cherries on this tree. This isn't a good cherry.
That gullibility makes me wonder about your historiography now. I'm not sure.
Yeah. No, look at the tree. There are no cherries there.
Okay. Kadar, Dr. Kadar, good friend, Dr. Kadar, he brought up this idea that when you look at Palestinian families that live across Palestine, you look at the last names, you look at the lineages.
Mordecai Kadar.
People came from other cities, other areas. Do you think there's any truth to that?
No,
or?
he doesn't say that. He doesn't say that.
We did. He said it to us. He said it to me.
All of them, well, everybody comes from somewhere.
Yeah,
we come from Russia.
Not all of them. Yeah. But he said that a lot of the Palestinians, when you look at the names,
a lot of them, yes. A lot of them come from different places. Masri and whatever come from Egypt and so on. But most of the Palestinians who were here in '47 were natives. They were from here.
When you say native, how long? What does that mean? Like
100 years, 200 years, 300 years.
Okay.
Over the centuries, people have come from the Caucasus, from Bosnia, from Egypt, and moved to Palestine during the Ottoman days. They did come in large numbers, or fairly large numbers. There's arguments about how many. But essentially, they've been here. There's no argument about that.
Okay.
Kedar wouldn't dispute that.
So when people say that, like...
you interviewed Kedar as well?
Yes.
Well, how did you find him? I haven't seen him.
He's very smart, but he's very
racist.
Far. Can I say far right?
No.
No.
Kedar?
I think
you're talking about Mordecai.
Mordecai.
He's a moron.
Hey.
Pardon the phrase. No, you're talking about...
I felt quite relieved to hear him say that, because... Kedar, he was a weird guy to have the first interview.
Kedar.
My bad.
No.
Well, you're thinking of the wrong Kedar. I'm talking about the right Kedar. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Take some responsibility.
The Kedar you interviewed is wild. Is wild.
Okay.
He's not a serious. I don't think he's serious. But there is a Kedar who is a serious historian. I thought you were talking about him.
Okay.
No,
so when you, so when people talk about a substantial number of like 47, 48 Palestinians who were recent arrivals because of the economic growth, Is it like even double digits or?
Double digits. I don't know what that means. Several tens of thousands certainly came during the British years, but hundreds of thousands, I don't think so.
Okay.
There were seasonal people who came to pick oranges and then went back to Syria or wherever they came from, usually Syrians. But in large numbers, no. And as I say, hundreds of thousands did come here over the centuries, 15th century, 19th century, under the Turks. But they were here for many hundreds of years. You know, many of them.
To ask aside the question, the difference between like broad versus fine approach to these. Okay, so there's like two separate theories. On one side, Dr. Mordecai Kadar and Shlomo Ben-Ami, and then on the other side you've got Olmert and Balin, where on one side people say that the fine details for an agreement.
Did you watch Kedar interview on Al Jazeera several years ago? Yeah, he's quite shouty with them. Yeah.
Don't matter at all. The ethos has to change. This macro mentality on both sides, especially the Palestinian state, has to change. And on the other side,
is this video a bit quiet? I feel like it's a bit quiet, but I can't tell because I'm just got my headphones on.
For Balin, for Olmert, they say that an agreement doesn't matter unless you actually know, like, the borders, the details, that's the important part. And these
I think there's a false dichotomy.
Sure, there's going to be a little both, but which one do you think is, like, more important?
Yeah, I think there has to be general acceptance on both sides. Each people has to agree to the existence of two peoples on this land and their separation into two states. That in general, that's what has to be accepted by the sides before any peace can be reached. The details have to be worked out later. You don't start with the details. The details are less important than the principle, in my view.
Okay. I feel like Ben-Ami had the strongest argument against that, and that I think Ben-Ami said that Balin essentially created the most detail in 2003, I think with the Geneva Initiative, and that Olmert's presentation to Abbas was basically that.
I don't know what exactly Olmert presented to him,
but
sure.
It was supposedly a really comprehensive
I think
deal.
he basically told them the Clinton parameters is the deal.
Plus,
Abbas said no. That I think was what it's basically amounted to. Yeah.
But yeah. So.
Okay, good.
Good.
We've
Yeah, we're good.
used up or wasted a sufficient amount of time.
Wasn't a waste for us.
No, I didn't say that. I'm joking.
Yeah, I know. Thank you, though. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah,
Because
thank
I
you.
could have slept.
My
And
pleasure.
I probably would have. So thank you so much. I appreciate
My
it for
pleasure.
everything.
Thanks very much. Also, these are my book.
You want me to sign it?
Yeah, they're right. What a fucking retard fanboy. Okay.
Yeah,
And we just chat a bit and it leaves. Alright. Yeah, he definitely wanted us fucked off, didn't he?